This is like a personal video blog, if you will. This goes out to all the men out there. We see today's young men, most of them sitting on the couch, eating their Cheetos, playing their video games, and not really being active in life, not trying to pursue a college degree, not trying to pursue a good job somewhere. And we're thinking, why are these kids being lazy? Why don't they go out and do something? Why don't they join the military? Why don't, they're just, we get so frustrated with them because these young men, and I'm going to say it because I'm addressing men because that's what I am, aren't going out there and striving to be the best they can be. But what we're doing is we're setting a vicious circle. Let me tell you how. Society's already doomed you. If you join the military, I'm United States Army, Desert Storm veteran. Served, started April 9th, 1989, got out January 15th, 1992. Desert Storm from August 1990 to March 1991. If you're in the Army military, you can relate to this. They'll mess you over going in. Promise you the moon, give you nothing. And then once you get out, they'll screw you over there too. And it's really hard for veterans to get any type of recognition, benefits for what they've done, anything. I never even got my GI Bill, okay? So they don't give you any incentives to join the military. They want you in the military. Once they're done with you, you're gone. They would rather get rid of an E5 who's been in there for years and get some young kid as an E1 to do the same job. It's just like in business. If you get too overqualified, too overexperienced, they'll let you go get somebody else in cheaper. The military works the same way. So what incentive do you really have to join the military? I'm not anti-United States. In fact, I'm pro-American. I am a hardcore patriot. I believe in the United States. I believe in the foundation that our founding fathers signed, the Declaration of Independence and Constitution of the United States. I believe that. But what incentives do we have to give the young men, especially, reasons to join the military? They know if they go join up, they're going to go overseas, fight a war we don't even need to be at anyway. And when they come back, they're going to have dismemberments, are going to have some type of disability, whether it be PTSD, whether it be depression, anxiety, whether it be loss of limb. And they won't get compensated for it. They won't really get any recognition for it. So why join? Why do anything you're not going to get some type of reward out of it? It's like working a job not getting paid. So the military really become an obsolete thing for men. But then you look at it like, well, the military's got it so hard to get in anyway. You got to have almost a college degree. You almost got to have a very clean, secure record before you get in the military. There used to be a time where if you didn't have a great clean record, the military was a good way for you to get reestablished again. They would have you, if you got a DUI or if you've got something, you could get in still and make something out of your life. Anymore, no. They're very, very tight. If you have this on your record, you can't get in. If you have this on your record, you can't get in. Well, they're not giving any incentives. So what's going to happen is, if you really look at this, and this sounds kind of weird, but a lot of women are complaining, but they want to get past. They want to go to the Ranger School. They want to be this and this. Well, the men's not going to be wanting to go in, so they're going to have to lower the standards for women because they ain't going to have the men sign up. Well, the women complaining because this is another thing with men in the military. Once you get in the military and you get out and you have kids, they'll use your military background against you. Well, you was a sniper, okay? You were this. Oh my God, you were that. So you're a dangerous father. I was a radio repairman. I fixed my MOS is 29 Echo. I fixed two-way radios. I did not have an MOS that was dangerous to the civilian population. I was in a support battalion, which basically means I was in the rear. Okay, if the enemy got past the guys in the front line, we were done. Okay, we don't have the A1 Abrams. We didn't have the big artillery that the front line did. All we had was our M16. So if they got past the front line, we were done. Okay, but they use your military experience, military background against you when it comes down to custody. Well, you were prior service. You were in the combat. You've seen a war zone. You've seen this and this and this. You're a dangerous father. We defend our country, but come back and we can't defend our own family. So again, why are we giving young men reasons to join the military? So, and that goes back to another thing is number two. If you're a young man and you want to make something out of your life, the way society is going right now, get neutered, get a vasectomy, and you ain't worry about that deal. Then if you want to join the military, go for it. So if you're the girlfriend, if you come back and your girlfriend's pregnant, you say, well, it's not mine. So two things young men are going to realize, and they're in a society right now, they're already doing this, and we wonder why. They don't want to go out and get a job. They don't want to go out, and there are some exceptions to the rule. So if you are a young man and you are striving to do the best you can be, I applaud you. Keep doing it. But this is the reason why the young men are doing what they're doing. Because men like me, fathers like me, are fighting for kids like this. So you want to be a good father?
Yeah.
Say a good daddy.
Good daddy.
Say I love my daddy. You horses. Say I love my daddy.
My dad.
I love my daddy. See horses. Okay, here you go, baby. Here you go. Go play with your horsey, baby. Play with your horsey, baby. Here you go. So if you want to be a father later on, you're going to be fighting and fighting and fighting. You'll be fighting a war harder than you fought in combat. You'll be fighting a government that you said you're supposed to be standing behind. The Constitution does not apply in family court. In criminal court, you're innocent until proven guilty. In family court, if you're a father, you're guilty, period, until you prove yourself innocent. You lose all rights. You get thrown in jail, debtor's prison. You get thrown in jail because you sneezed, because you're the man. You want to avoid that? You want to have a good life? Kids are great. I wouldn't give up mine or anything. All five of mine. Christopher, Megan, William, Jeremiah, and Faith. I love all five of mine. But if you want to be a good father, if you want to have a good life for yourself, get your vasectomy. Then you ain't worried about it if you want to join the military. But if you ain't gonna get a vasectomy and you join the military, you're gonna have two things fighting against you when you get back. One, the VA is gonna say, well, it's not our problem. Two, you go to state, try to get custody of your kids. They're gonna say because you're in the military, you're dangerous. So think about those two things right there. If you ever want to be, as you go older, if you want to become something of yourself and you want to join the military, get a vasectomy. If you want to make something of yourself and you become a dad, well, let's just say the child support office is going to be your best friend.